Oh, boys. I don't know how many guys actually check the forums out. They seem semi-active. I mean, not hugely active. But it's kind of funny the stuff we talk about that comes out of this that's kind of the same. Bob, they could have definitely made it a little. Here's the thing, and we talked about it when the PTR spun up. The Terrazone stuff was pretty easy development for them. It was kind of a, I wouldn't say an intern, but an early developer with the team could have done the Terrazone thing in by themselves in probably a couple weeks. A, a seasoned developer could have probably got the Terrazone stuff up and running in a couple days. It's not difficult to get it to work. Yeah, Luca, that's what it's kind of curious. It's kind of funny. Like this is the very first post, and none of us can disagree with this one. The quality of life argument. Let's see, loot filter, stackable runes, gems, keys, or currency tab, more tabs. I mean, how many times have we already had this conversation? This is the very first post, and it's already got like 45 responses to it. Yeah, look, we're probably gonna see it. We're probably gonna see it. That's what's funny, man. So I mean, that one, that's like every day. I haven't seen this one. Blizzard greater than Frozen Orb any day in endgame. Why? Because it hits harder. What's the argument here? Why they did not buff the Frozen Orb? Okay, it's an argument to make Frozen Orb stronger. I can't disagree with that. Orb is a little lackluster. I prefer the gameplay style with Frozen Orb over Blizzard, but it is a little lackluster damage-wise. Which, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it seemed like Frozen Orb was stronger back in the day. Like original OGD2, I feel like more people ran Frozen Orb than Blizzard. At least I did. I enjoyed how Frozen Orb played, and it seemed to hit like really hard, but now Blizzard's like the king of cold. Yeah, Mike, for 100% sure. Sure thing. So I kind of see this guy's point, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, the orb sork was like such a thing back in the day. Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of get the guy's point, but I mean, I don't see them changing that anytime soon. Oh, wait, I clicked on the wrong thing. PvP Arena, yeah, I'm not a PvP guy. But I have seen several people asking for that to be added, which I could kind of see it if you're a PvPer. That would be a cool idea, but look how long it took them to add. See, like D3, when D3 first came out, they had said that they were going to have this like this PvP arena thing, and it didn't come with the original game. I don't even know how long. Did they even put PvP into D3? They did, didn't they? Didn't they eventually add like some sort of PvP arena stuff? I I don't I didn't play D3 long enough to see them actually implement PvP. It wasn't in when I quit playing. I don't know if it's in now. Seemed like they added it, right? Oh, really? Some guy? Yeah, I don't remember. I quit playing before there was any kind of mention. They had said PvP was going to be in the original, but it didn't drop that way. It's not good, of course. Yeah, I don't see any talk of D3 PvP, so obviously it was either not there or just really bad. Yeah, John. There's this because Jack Orb only has like one synergy. That's correct, right? Orb has like one synergy, or does it not have any? I don't remember. I think it has one. But yeah, Blizzard has like three at least. Oh, it got removed. Yeah, I mean, but see, the thing was they had promised D3 when dropping with PvP, and they just ran out of time, I guess. I don't feel like reading that one. Their current patch is an insult to the entire PvP community. Is it because they didn't put any PvP stuff in it? Saddened by the lack of someone spamming topic in great length. The hit recovery stuff. I have heard people talking about this hit recovery. I haven't really delved into it a whole lot. I don't know what that's all about. Apparently, there's like some diminishing returns with FHR or something that's messing with PvP. So yeah, this guy wrote like a entire book. But I get it. If that's like your passion, the PvP side of it, and there's some issues with FHR, I could see that causing people to be kind of mad. Somebody crunching numbers on Whirlwind. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That's kind of cool. I love seeing people do like the breakdowns on the numbers and stuff. What's up, James? What's going on, dude? Let's see. Nova Sork Merc Infinity Bug? Okay, they're new. First Nova Sork, Infinity on my Merc. Said they're actually lightning immune mobs do shed their immunity, but they are still almost immune. Okay, this guy just doesn't get in. He doesn't quite know how this stuff works. I'm sure somebody breaks it down. Yeah, that's just a guy that thought he'd build a Nova Sork and just everything melts, which it does if it, but there's that little delay when the conviction pops from the Merc and all that stuff. It could have been on the Whirlwind thing. It looks like they might have just been crunching the numbers though. What? Alright, we're just not going to get into that. That whole one little line in the patch notes about changing the pronoun stuff, I have noticed has triggered the hell out of some people on both sides of the argument. It has gotten kind of nutty. Monster Shrine should be removed. This has got to be another new guy. What up, Tomac? And then have its effect added back on every other shrine. What? Monster Shrine should be removed from the game, and then its effect added back on every other shrine. I don't know. I don't even know what this guy's saying. Choose to get a divine buff. Attract the attention of the Burning Hells, switch buffs. I'm not even going to try and decipher whatever this guy's trying to say. I don't know, Ken. I'll probably play around with the non-ladder stuff for a little while. Like I said, I gave my full Arden set to my dad already. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm sitting on right now. I mean, I got some high runes. I don't have that much. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Is this kind of trying to meld in some D3 effects? What up, Kung Fu? I got you. Well, the monster shrines do sometimes pop just a monster by itself. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the monster shrines, the way they work or used to work, was sometimes it would spawn like one champ. Sometimes it would turn a mob that's close by into an elite mob. That's basically how it works now, isn't it? You think he's just wanting every shrine to do it? I mean, I guess. I don't. I whatever. Allow unique sets to have the same base perk than rune words. Quality, auto mod, ethereal. What? Allow you rune words on plus ethereal. Allow unique sets to have the same base perk. It gives them the perk of having access to auto mod skills. So for example, you have a flickering flame and a +3 blah 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 blah. Yeah. Why not allow unique items and sets to spawn with auto mods? Because then they're not unique. I get the idea of wanting to change up the unique some. I would be more for the PD2 approach with the corruption stones. Damn, Tomac, I hear you. Navani, I think you're right, dude. It might be. Yeah, champ if not. Man, Luca, that's tough, dude. One day, man, one day. Yeah, I don't know that they're going to change the actual uniques, though. I like the idea of taking the gamble with the corruption stones like PD2. I kind of like that. What are you talking about, Can? Is that something? Oh, you talking about when the patch notes drop? Yeah, dude, I don't know who they're listening to, because yeah, there's nothing anybody said anything regarding this stuff they've done. Ladder season 2, will you cheat? Okay, this should be interesting. Involve using various methods to create advantage of being no beyond. Okay. Interesting. How do you know you're a cheater if you do one of these things? Streamer has used their community to get gear. They don't loot, they don't trade, people just giving them stuff. Yeah, I don't like that either. That's why when you guys offer me stuff, I can't take it. I'll give it away, but I can't take it. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it's kind of taking advantage somewhat. I don't know. I get, and you know, it's kind of odd saying that because I don't mind giving other people stuff, but I have seen some creators that literally just use the stuff that's given to them. So yeah, I kind of get that point. Dang, Josh. Yeah, dude. I feel you, man. I had a streak similar to that. It just crazy. Well, I mean, I think if I looked at my month total, I'm pretty close to that. It's kind of nuts, dude. Because I got like 3 jaws. I only got the 1 burr and the sir on stream. I got a bunch of ohms though. So yeah, I had a really good August. Yeah, if I'm honest with you, I think I'm pretty close to that. Now, Can I don't think I think what he's saying is that I don't think they're just taking the gear. They're just like keeping it. I kind of get that. I kind of get that. That's why I kind of made a point when I first started streaming. So I couldn't take gear. I didn't feel that was right. So I mean, I kind of get it to a point. I mean, if you're just taking it and giving it away, that's one thing. But if you're just taking it and keeping it and gearing your characters up with it, I kind of get that. I do. Yeah, Mike, a little bit. I get the argument though. That grind was kind of crazy. If you look at what they had to do to get to 99, that was because I think they kind of committed to Blizzard to kind of race it out, and they ended up putting a serious time sink into getting to 99. So yeah, I mean, I get the point of the terror zones, adding some randomness to it, so that you don't just grind Bale or Diablo over and over and over and over and over and over. That grind is a little bit, but I mean, there's not that many people that try to grind in 99, unless you haven't done it for. Maybe I could see somebody doing that. Yeah, I kind of get that because I honestly thought he'd have the community support, like the people pushing him to get it hit first place, and he was second, right? Okay, let's see. JSP users. I knew that one was going to pop up. Multiple account users. Nah, no, that's a legitimate. I mean, you're allowed to make multiple accounts, so I don't see that as a cheating. Nah, I don't see that at all. If that was considered cheating, then there would be something in the TOS or something saying that you can't do it. I don't honestly, multi-boxing. I think that's a legit strategy. I mean, you got to put out the money to even do it. John, you and I did the exact same thing then, dude. My first 99 was Bolzon running cows over and over and over and over. And it was, it was OG days. Then I did it on my Sork with frozen orb and cows. Nah, well, Zeki, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, I mean, you're still playing the individual accounts. You probably have to jump. How would you? Is there a way to tether characters close together? I don't think there is. If you have to use a third-party program to make the two accounts coordinate, I can kind of see an argument there for cheating. But if you're having to jump between or run at two screens to do it, I don't think that would be considered cheating. Buffing each other, man, I don't agree with that point there. Typical example are hardcore cheaters. They only use multiple accounts so they can have a bow barb. Yeah, I'm still not seeing that one. What's RMT? Anybody know what RMT user is? Oh, is that real money transaction? Like just going and buying stuff on those sites? Yeah, third party is against TOS. I wouldn't disagree with that. Scammers are legit. Gambler scouts them someone else that doesn't pay attention. Honestly, I don't really see how that fits into the argument. That's not really cheating. I mean, there's scammers in real life. I mean, that scammer is just a thing. Would they consider the scammer cheating? I don't get his. That's kind of doesn't fit his argument. Yeah, the rattle cage one, or just like what was it? You could get a gothic plate and do it and make it look like a towel as well. Like put an amethyst in it or something. Yeah, Josh, dude, the scams back in the day, they were kind of crazy. All right, 6 last minute changes. This is I'm all right. I'm gonna guess before we even click on this one. It's gonna be stackables, flute filter, or he's gonna mention more tabs, more character slots. What am I missing? Or the actual currency tab. I don't think that was 6, but double character slots. Kane next to Stash in Act 5. That was actually a change in PD2. That's actually not a bad change, moving Kane closer. Some of you guys have mentioned this, right? The casting delay on the Trangs. Move knockback from the BK Chill. People use those. Revert back to 2.3 FHR. Okay, that's that thing again. PvP stuff. Add options. So I forgot about this one. We talked about this one as well. Putting the eye level on the items. I 100% agree with that. And I don't think that'd be hard to do. Yeah, honestly, this guy's got some good ones that are kind of away from the typical. The character slots was obviously we knew that one. The cane thing, that's actually really good. I think people have mentioned this one. I haven't played with the Trang set. I know Trang Gang, and I don't play with the Trang set. But I've heard people talk about that. I don't. There can't be enough people using the BK children to that affects a lot. Yeah, I mean maybe. This one I know is a big deal with PvP guys, so I wouldn't disagree with that. But yeah, this eye level thing we talked about this a couple streams ago. That's actually would be huge and a really, really minor change. Oh, really, Zeki? That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm kind of with this guy. These are actually, and he stayed away from the obvious loot filter stackables, because I mean everybody's saying that one. These actually, well, the cast delay thing with the Tranks might actually require some digging to get that one to work correctly. Reverting this probably not that big a deal to change. The eye level thing is definitely an easy change. The cane thing, they even did that in the modded games. And the character slots, that's one of the usuals. All right, this is an assassin thing. I'm not going to dive into that. I don't play enough assassin to know. Well, it's talking about treachery though. But it overrides, I'm assuming burst of speed, that's the assassin skill. So quality of life in terror zones, okay, that's the usual argument. Stop JSP, that's the usual. This one's always on the forums. This is a pretty standard one. Enhance crafting potential. Ethereal crafted items. I mean, a little outside the box. More recipes allowed for bases. Here's what I'd love. Bring back the bug to armors. that would be kind of cool. I kind of miss those. Bugging the armors when you cube them. I wouldn't mind that one coming back. Yeah, Luca, it honestly is. It's easier changes than loot filter, stackable currency tab stuff. Those changes were, yeah, they're definitely way more realistic, for sure. Oh yeah, Liam, this is all just, yeah, we're perusing the forums, and yeah, that guy's list was actually not that bad. All right, that's the JSP. We did that one. Enhanced crafting potential. I could kind of. That's a huge reach, though. They're not going to add anything new. Charges should simply become O skills. By making them O skills, I don't understand what he means by O skills. If lots of items become interesting. I'm assuming he means that there's just not a charge used whenever you use the skill on the item. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be. I think that would have some unintended consequences that could potentially make some stuff a little OP. I get what he's saying though. I kind of see it, but I mean it's kind of the cost of using a skill that's not associated with your class. So to keep that from being OP, you kind of have to have the charge thing. because it's not an associated skill with your class. So there's got to be a cost for it. Yeah, Zaki, it could potentially become too much. I think there should be a cost associated with a skill that's not in your class. Otherwise, there's no classes at that point. Yeah, but again, there's a cost association because like that's why Enigma's so expensive. It gives you that teleport for every class, but there's a huge cost associated with it. So to offset that with a cheaper item, there's charges that have to be constantly replenished. So that would yeah, that would there's always a trade-off. So you have to have that to keep things kind of split between the classes. Otherwise, yeah, you got an Ami with no charges associated to teleport. Why even bother with an Enigma? Enigma has good stats on it, but you with having that available on a cheap item, you can so offset that. Yeah, Zaki, but like I'm saying, I think you could with it being able to put it on like an amulet or something, you could offset the differences you'd get from Enigma with other stuff for a lot cheaper. So that's kind of why that they've got those trade-offs. All right, here's the typical I can't find anything. This is always on the forums. This is always on the forums. What's up, Fuzzy? What's going on, man? Alright, I will say this. This I've noticed, and this is probably the case, when somebody says they've done hundreds of runs, they probably actually haven't. They'll do like 10 or 15 runs, get frustrated, stop for a while, do 10 or 15 more runs later on, stop for a while. In essence, they maybe do 100 runs and think they've not found anything and get completely frustrated and come and make a post about it. This is pretty much it. Keep on grinding or the RNG gods win. I mean, that's... Yeah, we all go through dry spells, but... Yeah, if you literally do hundreds, you'll find something. Yeah, that too, Zeki. They got a couple of things, but they don't... It doesn't fit the narrative a little bit. Yeah, Fuzzy, man. Benjamin, I feel you, dude. Been there, done it. We went on a pretty hard dry spell for a while. Yeah, Mike's saying it. I did go on a tear here at the end of the ladder, but like the first 3 months of ladder were horrible. I still haven't got an SOJ on ladder. That's true too, some guy. It is subjective. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, the horking is it is super addicting. But I mean, first 3 months of ladder, I mean, you guys saw it. I did find some cool stuff. I'm not gonna, say I didn't find anything. I did find some cool stuff at the beginning of ladder. Well, through the first 3 months, but nothing like this last month. This last month was just absolutely insane. So you think about how many runs I probably did in the first 3 months. I did a lot. But I'm not going to say I didn't find anything. I mean, I literally found an ethereal rib cracker, a perfect one, which is absolutely insane. And I found that like second week. I hear you, Tomac. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly, Wimpy. I mean, if you're actually grinding like this guy says he's grinding, you'll have stuff. Especially you say he's got like 327 magic find. You're gonna find stuff in chaos if you're doing hundreds of runs. There's no doubt in my mind. But again, it is subjective as to what you think you found. He might think that of an Arax is garbage and they didn't really find anything. Oh man, that's kind of funny though. File size limit thing, that's always been a thing though, right? New idea for an item. Let's judge this guy's new item. Been tossing torches and olives now that they're ridiculously easy to farm. Yes, 100% agree. First, you cube any Annihilus and torch together. You get a new reagent called Satanic Essence. Then the actual recipe is Essence plus Charm Rune plus a Blue Amulet. And you get a +1 skills, +3 randoms, resists, attributes, cannot be frozen. I mean, I kind of like the idea. I don't know why he threw that Charm Rune in there. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why he put that in there. Honestly, if you went through the whole point of crafting or cubing an Annihilus and a torch together to get an essence, but all you get is a +1 skill, +3, which if he put any skill, then you're going to get a bunch of garbage. The resist would be nice, but even Mars goes up to 30. Attributes are okay, cannot be frozen. I don't think that's a good payoff, to be perfectly honest. Especially if you're going to throw a Charm Rune in there. I don't think that's a good payoff. Because this line here with the 3 random skills, you could get some absolutely garbage rolls. Now, Liam, it looks like he's saying any skill, like not class specific, but like any skill in the game. That would just become, I mean, the cost doesn't work. Yeah, because Annies and torches can get kind of flooded at some point, especially the Annies. But if you throw a Charm Rune in there to get that, there should be a little bigger payoff. Yeah, Liam, it could. Because, yeah, I mean, again, we talked about this with the whole find item on a skill, or on an item. That would be kind of nuts. So I don't know about that. Because he's saying this is going to be an amulet. Because he's specifically going this, whatever this essence plus a Charm Rune plus a blue amulet. So the end result's going to be an amulet. This guy summed it up. Great idea, not going to happen. Dev team don't care. That's basically what he said. That sums it up. Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty much the case. Yeah, Liam, it would be. I think you can't go that wide open with it. Plus, you can tend to get like. I clicked on this one. You guys see I already graded this one out. Why is the Shaco so ugly? You know why I clicked on that one? I had to see if he was going to call it a dish rag. Exactly. I actually kind of like that a little bit. Yeah, I read this one. This one made me laugh. So what's up with the green rag in Diablo 2? Yeah, I do need to. That's 100% needs that. As soon as I saw that one, I was like, yeah, I got to check that out. And somebody was talking about this as well. They were talking about, and we had this conversation. Was where was it at? Yeah, Diablo 1, the way it looked. We talked about that. And then somebody looked up this is what an actual Shaco is. which would still be better than the dish rag. But yeah, I had to read. As soon as I saw that one, I was like, yep. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. I guess they are kind of riffs, but yeah, I don't know. There's another pronoun post. So, another pronoun post. Man, people got really. I knew that one's going to kind of cause some noise though. There's another one with show item level thing. Yes, 100% agree. Asking for start date. Okay, we're kind of into the chaff at this point, because way the Blizzard, their forums are they're kind of active. I mean, they're not. I wish they could tell me. Yeah, I mean, if you look at say past 24 hours, it comes to here. So I mean, they're somewhat active. Um, Some of these got a lot of posts. So, I mean, there's still a decent amount of people playing. That dude that's. I noticed this as well. This is kind of a common thing. If somebody complains about the loot, then there's always a bunch of posts telling him to grind more, RNG. But yeah, that's the state of D2R forums right now. That's pretty funny.